Humanity is weary. Is weary, worn out, tired, spoiled, rotted out. I hate to sound negative. A lot of people think that there's progress being made, and a lot of people see through it. They see it's like there's so many different ways to do things, like so many different possibilities to use how to use energy, and somebody's always cornering the market on that, and the ones caught in the middle is the human energy, which is actually the um, if we go back and listen to what I just tried to say, is that's really what you want to access is the free energy, which is the human. Now, human beings, I'm not talking about non-human. It's the ones who come from the inside out, and they reach out and to make something better or smooth things up. Really, the alchemists that know that um, things don't come here perfectly. You have to adjust. Like you have to. It's like kind of like an artist that will make it fit. You don't just stick it in, but you see a society ran on something. Comment section down below if you can just put it in a three-letter word or a kind little sentence without feeling like you're about to get hung or all kinds of stuff going on. I mean, really, Lily, Black Moon Lilith, and the what was her story? It's like, are you still? What are you doing? Well, Venus is gonna grab her hand. Let me look at it. I guess I can just try and talk and call it the ephemeris as I always do and never really get a satisfactory result because anyway, let me see. Okay, look, there it is. And so, talking about Black Moon Lilith, who's this influence is what you hear. Like, if, nobody likes the woman who will stand up and say something like, she's incredible. I mean, she's sexy. Everybody thinks she's a narcissist. It's like, it's bad to be um, like to be say no and act like and act standoffish and not be of service to everybody, until you get your fucking needs met, and that you can feel good and safe about doing anything at all and being appreciated and actually fulfilled and being satisfied. Basics really where I think Black Moon Lilith really starts to stand out. This is the story. I mean, like, how weird is that? Because here we are. If you listen to my videos, but then now I'm looking at where Venus is the feminine that we see out in the open. The lily is kind of the one. It's like she's like, really, you're just gonna paint me up as an egg? Oh, and it's just all Matthew, Mark, and James, and John, and Joseph in the Bible, huh? Hmm. Well, and then look at the. I'm sorry, babes. It's just, and is it a problem? I guess not. Everything's doing great out there. It's an oasis. It's safe, very safe for all kids. You want to go out and just go out into the desert. It's not really a desert. It's an oasis. Why? People know how to grow things. We're doing things right. Something has us enslaved about food, really, but let's ignore that. Why? Because everything's growing out there, out in the open. Am I making any sense? Good. Because I hope it doesn't. That's the way we live right now. It's like, you didn't see that? Yes, I did. Well, good. What was it? I don't know. You said you saw it. I don't know. It just makes sense. It's like, can we add? Stop the holy ghosting, by the way. Ghosting the holy. Ghosting the holy. Now, what is the holy, Huns? Um, I say that there's a solid stream intelligence or experience that you can have. Now, when I say solid stream, it's like when oil pours and there isn't a breakup. And that is a reality. That's like, if you stand back, it's really gets you can see yourself sleeping and coming in and out of sleep and doing all these things. Reality is holding that, and that never leaves. It's a solid state of awareness. Reality is what is awareness? I love this part. Now, awareness is just now. Man, if you're used to it, you're going to notice that it's getting a little bit hard to breathe. the human ecology is getting into density, and there's a lot, and that's going to snap. It has to. There's, like I said in the beginning, there's something very, very messed up, and we are now getting downloads of like, okay, prepare, prepare, prepare for what? If it's not just, okay, so basically what really you should be prepared for, that I can really just say, haven't you noticed that you have to kind of cut back on consumption of a lot of things because it's just straight poison. I'm telling you, babes, if you haven't found a main staple and just figured, okay, this is what my body can. So you're eating for a lot of other reasons than just to nourish your body. You can't do it unless you have some kind of like zing, or it's like a drug you're doing, or otherwise it tastes bland. The meats, that's what kind of, you are actually starving, and meat makes you feel like you're starving no matter what you eat. You can eat meat and then feel hungry right afterwards. It's not a coincidence that it's just something that follows up. That let's have dessert, because why? You were not satisfied there. You need to detox from that. You need to go through the hunger that you really are experiencing. There's real hunger, and then there's that fake hunger that fucking meat gives you, and you're actually sick. And so then, what else? If you don't realize and stay away from the fake medicines. Figure out what you're doing that is making you sick. Most likely, if it's your bodily functions, it's food. You can level that out. And really, really, what's going to get to you is all of that stuff. On top of that, you have psychosomatic illnesses because you're dealing with. Did I talk about the narcissistic society out there that is onslaughting with their fucking, with all of it? It's kind of stressful. The more real you want to get, the more you don't want to get out there and see what everybody is just sucked into, because it's just energy firing off. Really, it's like it's ignorance of what the mind is all about, the desire, the ego, whatever karma they're doing out there, just spinning away. Can we quarantine it off, because we need a planet that we can start anew? It's like, buy your plastic chrome plated situation that's more $6.50. It's like, that's too fucking much. Actually, you should never pay. If money was really important to us and kept us alive, like it kept our see, I'm gonna figure out what money is really, and how to really use it. We're not doing it right. If we were, we wouldn't have such the mix up of things. It's like, yeah, now the industries are this is bullshit, babes. This fucking place is bound to be reset by something. And if anything, hi Jesus was here to say, this is not our home. I hope you have prepared for liftoff. Let me get back to Black Moon Lilith, who's probably just disgruntled. Like, nobody's really learning. We hear people like, and it's just your fear that says, oh, we are there already. No, hopefully we got rid of that. All of the evil's gone now. It's like, no, it's not, babes. You see things getting worse and worse. The increase in homelessness. I got shit happening to the left of me, the right of me, and the side of me. And it makes me want to say, oh, okay, so it's time to reform now. We really need to have a meeting. Nobody will. Nobody will have a real life meeting. It's a crock of shit. People have their own ideas, and they shut you out. It's obvious that the water company and these people that have themselves established, what business is it yours? Would you figure something out? I can go get water somewhere else somehow. Where are we? September? I'm looking at Venus. Venus and Leo. It's at 12 degrees. We're creeping along, supposedly. See, I don't see the Black Moon Lilith on this ephemeris. So we passed September. We're going into October. All right. So it's supposedly, because Black Moon Lilith, they go hand in hand, from what I understand. So it's by October, the 10th. There you go. Hi Zen. Is when this the two will be coupled up together. They go in Virgo. That's an energy of cleaning the subconscious mind. Virgo is very interested in getting into the details. We're going to get more into the details. Healing is really what it is. So this is like just kind of the distant drumming of things that will keep coming up, and if we can somehow get more active, for me, I know it is. It's like I have to drop these seeds everywhere about what it is I think that I'm looking at, when, and um, but this subject matter is so hard because it has to do with the feminine, and then that talks about women, our feelings, the mother, and then see the reason why that there is a word cancer that represents our illnesses, but that's really, how do cancers feel out there? You cancer people, I'm talking about the zodiac sign of Cancer. The reason why that they say, oh, you have cancer. No, it's we don't have cancer. What I'm saying is, what we're saying is that I don't. Humanity has lost their ability to feel. They need to feel more. If they can feel more, their bodies, how they feel, not their minds will have them feel a whole different way, and that's really psychosomatic stress, psychosomatic kind of stressful stuff. Not even if you're righteous and stuff, but your mind is working too hard to sort this gaslighter out, and you need to get away from it, and you're constantly stressed, and you don't need that, and it's causing psychosomatic illnesses in your body. You need to figure out a lot of things, get plenty of sleep, but see that's what we're all dealing with, but there's a lot more going on, babes. Everybody's sick with shit. That's what I'm going back to. I hate that this is not a very good, God, Black Moon Lilith, why? She's saying, tell them, because the feelings have been gone away. Black Moon Lilith, the story goes, is that Adam or somebody, they all wanted to have sex with her, and she kept saying, okay, give me head first. I like having sex. Just warm me up a bit. And they're like, what's wrong with you? Something, that issue. A lot of women know about it. They're like, they've never fucking had an orgasm. Feelings, joy, feeling good. Not necessarily happy. It's way beyond that. It's real life. Woo! It's our duty to maintain Cancer. Doesn't that seem reversal? But it's how we say it. Well, they are fooling us with that. They're saying cancer, cancer. They don't have feelings. Let's call it cancer. Because when you ignore your feelings, you just get sick. Come on, you're not. When you sneeze the first couple times, when that fucking shit was laid out over there, whatever it was, painted, and then you keep getting a headache, and you just ignore that feeling. Enjoy your tumor in maybe 10 years, breast tumor or something. That's just the way it works. And there you got your cancer. No, I got my uncancer. What do you mean? Well, this is a reverse curse here, and they're trying to tell us, mind your cancer. What is it? Mind your feelings. Mind your mother. Cancer points at mother, the moon. That's where the moon is heading now. I mean, that's where what we have is a moon event that's in the sign of healing. But see, that's the Cancer. Cancer, the sign of the zodiac sign of Cancer, rules the moon, and that's our monthly daily routines. My monthly, I call it the moon, baby, and it feels pretty gnarly. If you're a woman and you have any inkling of if you're really feeling your menstruation period, to me it's like anyway. I hope it didn't turn off, but it would turn off. So let's not talk about that. Like, no, talk about it. Who bleeds? Who bleeds? Christ over there, who are you? Just that stuff that comes out of when you poke your vein here or here and you have blood coming out, it's not the same as the womb, the woman's. Black Moon, are you getting serious? She's like, yeah, and tell them about the clitoris. Fuck. Yeah. Nobody wants to talk, really, so because of feelings, and that's not good. Superpowers losing their power, their positions because because something doesn't want them to. Something said stand down with your feelings for what? Because you're a lazy ass. That's a problem. We're gonna have to go over here and watch